think you're allowed to play music in the background of these videos. Welcome back, friends of the farm. Happy Monday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this video, but it's a Monday here and it's almost 60 degrees right now, mid-April. So, sap season's over. I know, I did not film as much as I wanted to, but I did get to show you guys a little bit about making syrup. The season kind of ended sooner than we wanted it to. That wasn't the case for everybody. I talked to a lot of different farms around, a lot of people that make syrup, and everybody kind of had a different season than each other. Like some people said they made medium all the way through. Other people said, like us, they made every single grade. Other people made lots of light, like all season. And I know that we were tapped sooner than other people. Elevation and temperature of where you are just changes when your trees start their season. There's just so many factors. And I'm up on the hill right now because I'm gonna pull taps. So just like we gotta go at the beginning of the season and put all the taps in the trees, at the end we have to go back and pull them all out. And that probably sounds like more work. Sorry, my mom just called. Where was I? So yeah, just gotta go pull taps now. So I'm up by myself by the big woods, and I took my car up because just in case Sam joins me after he's done behind Buck Hill, he might want to take the gator up and drive into the woods. I'm gonna park on the road and walk into the woods. Anyway, it might sound kind of daunting to be like, oh, now I have to pull every single one of them out, except it goes so much faster than tapping. It's just a simpler process, like literally just popping them out of the tray. And it's also like nice weather. I mean, we're still in for some bad weather. We're definitely not like in the clear in terms of like it being spring. What did I tell you? It's April 19th and we got like 6 or 8 inches of snow last night. Sick. But today just happens to be sunny and like 60, and you know, there's no snow to walk through or, you know, struggle with wanting to wear gloves, etc. So anyway, I'm gonna go pull taps and just show you guys a little bit what that looks like. Yeah, this is really just the beginning of the video, but definitely had to share the news that the season is over. Like we boiled some water through the evaporator and just kind of cleaned everything up, rinsed it out, made sure it was good to shut down. Oh, sorry. Made sure it was good to shut down for the season. So this is kind of the last step. Man, I'm actually kind of excited though. Like I can't wait for hay season and growing season. I'm at the top of the hill right now and I'm ready for the warmth and some outdoor work. You know, like tolerable at warm outdoor work. So, in case you're wondering what I use to pull the spiles out of the tree, this is my handy dandy spile puller. Some guy named Les that lives in our town welds, and yeah, it's literally made for pulling spiles out of the tree. My dad had one made for himself a long time ago, and then he had one made for everybody. So, here we go. Normally, I would do this with 2 hands. Like I would probably put both my hands on the spile puller just to make sure the spile doesn't crack when I pull it out of the tree, but you can do it with 1 hand. Like that. Man, it feels so freaking good to have a t-shirt on. Like I was too warm in my sweatshirt, so then I had to put my camera down because I was like holding my camera in my sweatshirt and I didn't want to drop it somewhere and not know because that's expensive, the accident. So anyway, I wanted to film. That was the other thing, my phone died because I was listening to music, so then I didn't have anything to film. But while I was pulling taps, there was like ramps coming up along some of the trees, and I was going to show you guys that, but maybe tomorrow when I come back up. I feel like spring is a foraging season, probably because like when people used to forage more, like they had just gone all winter without stuff. So then everybody went out in the spring and they were looking for like edible things. So I love seeing like the fiddlehead ferns that come up and the ramps. We forage for a lot of ramps because we make a ton of like ramp chowder and ramp pesto. Our ramp pesto is so good. So that's coming really soon because the ramps are like this big. Here's some of the ramps I was talking about. They're only like 3 inches tall right now, but when they get bigger, you just like dig them up and they have like that oniony taste at the roots. And normally like I forage them when they're quite a bit taller than that. I don't know, twice that. So a few more weeks, but still they're definitely coming up. And I was going to show you guys the budding trees because that usually shows like the end of your season when the trees are budding, because then the sap gets like a buddy flavor and it's just no good anymore. So just a few things that I meant to show you guys, but I did not have a filming implement anymore. But yeah, it's so gorgeous out right now. And it's about a little after 5, and I kind of reached a stopping point unless I wanted to like walk back down the hill and back to my car, but just to show how much faster pulling taps is than tapping. Van Loans and behind Buck Hill and like a third of the big woods are all pulled in one day, so that's pretty good. But I still got to go back down to the shop and make a couple Easter baskets for someone that ordered them for pickup, and do the chores, and then whatever, call it a day. I kind of want to go to the gym tonight, so I need to reserve a little bit of energy and time. And yeah, I'll check. There's a few more spring projects that I want to squeeze into this video, so I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Just got back to my car, and I watched that last clip. And also, this has nothing to do with farming, but I had been getting these piercings and asked for like little huggy earrings, like little hoops, so that I could like stack them on my ear. And one of my piercings, like the huggy was so small that it didn't fit into it, like it was too far into my ear. So I had to get another piercing, you know, whatever, I don't really care like about how many I have on this ear. But anyway, I got another one and it finally healed, so I could finally put the other huggy in. So I was just gonna show you. This is like the one I just put in. This is the one I had before. This is the piercing that the huggy was supposed to go in, but it wouldn't fit. So got this one instead. And now they're all stacked and I love them. Just a little bit of my style. It's the next day. So subscribe at this point in the video if you have not already. It's also my dad's birthday, so I think we're all gonna try to go out to dinner tonight, which will be fun. But as always, there's shit to get done before that. So I just came back from doing chores and it's another beautiful day, like 70 degrees. You guys would definitely laugh so hard right now if you saw how my phone is being held up. I have it like, this piece of tubing right here is like holding it against a tree, which is right here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit of pulling taps. This is my second day doing it, so it's almost 70 today, so season is definitely over. There's buds everywhere on the trees, but yeah, it's almost 70, which is why I'm in a t-shirt. And anyway, just continuing on pulling taps. We're honestly almost done, so yeah. It's done. It's so beautiful. I'm walking out of the big woods right now. The sun is out. It's got to be at least 70. It's like 1 o'clock-ish. Sorry, I have a watch on. It's like 1 o'clock and we're all done pulling taps. So that is the end of maple season 2022. But it's okay because this warm weather just inspires me to get onto other projects. Like, I'm really excited to maybe even fertilize the blueberries today. I want to keep up with my blueberry maintenance because getting a higher yield and seeing the blueberries get bigger, like the plants themselves, is really exciting because we use a lot of fruit, but it's also like my favorite thing to harvest. I just love picking fresh fruit. It feels so like luxurious to have that like right in my yard kind of thing. So yeah, walking out of the woods, we'll probably be back to build more line and stuff like that, so it's not like the last time I'll be in the woods this year, but yep, that's a wrap. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm standing still because I've been told that my camera work is a little shaky sometimes, so I'm gonna try harder not to shake the camera too much for you guys. And also, I'm a chronic gum chewer, and someone left a comment that made me laugh so hard that I look like a cow chewing its cud when I was chewing my gum. So I'll try not to be too obnoxious about that. I love you guys. Anyway, yeah, so I will bring you guys along to my next project. I feel like that last clip didn't really show how nice it is outside. Man, I can't wait for hay season. I hope it's a good year. Last year was so wet. Alrighty, so I made it up to the blueberry field. I realized that it's actually going to rain, which is good because I like when the fertilizer gets rained in, but I only have like an hour, so I was like, okay, well, it's now or never. So I just came up here. Literally look at this weather. I don't know if you can see this. 75 right now with a high of 78, like in April. I don't even think like we're out of the woods for snow yet, but anyway, just taking advantage of this warm day in a t-shirt. And I've got my blueberry fertilizer here, which this is mixed like special by Stanford Farmers Co-op, which is like a co-op that we have close by, and I don't know, I just always use their fertilizer. And then I brought a bucket and just a little pint container because I'm gonna do like probably like a half a cup on every plant. So here's my rows, and yeah, I don't know, it'll probably only take like a half an hour, but I'm just gonna like, this weighs kind of a lot to carry it the whole time, so I'm just gonna dump it in here.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold.
I'm very happy like looking at these plants right now because they're all budding really nice. Like this one is almost like shoulder height for me, which is just so, like, that's such progress for these plants. They're not all this big, but like these were little babies when we got them, so they're definitely growing. Or like this guy just has a ton of buds all over the place. There's definitely a little bit of damage. Like these top branches have definitely been chewed. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to fix that because there's no way that I'm gonna put a fence all around this whole field because there's berries like all over this field, not just the blueberries, so that would be a lot of fencing. I don't know, maybe someday, but I do my best with, like, I don't know, I bring up human hair and all this stuff to try and scare them away. You know, like this whole stem is a new shoot, so he looks really good. And with the fertilizer, I just try not to get it on the plant, but just, you know, outside around the roots and stuff. So if anybody has any other like really good deterrents for deer and things that like to eat blueberries other than a fence, I'm totally open to suggestions because I had like a noisemaker down there. Which I don't think was working that good. I've used like different smells and whatever, but yeah, just comment below if you have any suggestions or if you have any tips about growing blueberries in general, because it's honestly not like, we're not like a blueberry farm. We haven't been doing this forever. Just kind of going off what people tell us or what we read and hoping that we see progress every year. So yeah, would love to hear if anybody has any tips. I don't think I mentioned this before, but so this fertilizer is a mix of nitrogen, P2O5, and K20. So, you know, just some of the blueberries' faves. So yeah, 4 ounces per plant, 2 times a year. The first time I'm doing it this year. And pretty much this whole bag works out perfect for about the 100 plants that I have. So yeah, all done. The sky is definitely getting darker and the wind is kind of picking up, so they'll get nice and rained in with the fertilizer, and I'll probably do this again like in the fall. The wind is definitely picking up. So I guess this is the beginning of the growing season. I can't wait to take you guys along with it, see how everything pops up. And I'll probably end the video here, I think. I have a couple more things to do today, but my camera's about to die, and I'll probably just plug that in and try to get everything done before we go out to dinner tonight. So thank you guys so much for coming back for another video. And if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me and the farm, because I still am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I really want to use our live stream equipment. And like I said in my previous video, YouTube won't let me live stream automatically without having 1,000 subscribers first. So help me get there. If you watch this video, please subscribe. And again, thank you, friends. I'll see you guys in the next video.